kind of before then, I used to kind of not kind of, I used to blatantly rip and re-upload other people's content.
Yeah. I mean, if you lift any camera when you snap that, look to the center camera.
Center, not mine?
You see me? Look to the center camera.
Here we go. See one, take one.
Hey everybody, welcome to the next series of Hot Seat with Pete, and today's guest, Critical, also known as...
Charlie, yeah, real name's Charlie. A lot more casual.
Also known as Moist Critical.
Moist Critical as well, yeah.
Also known as...
Big Moist, Mr. 6.5-inch Wiener. A lot of different names on the internet.
I didn't know that. And it's been great for you, so here we are today. What we're gonna do is go ahead, dive in a little bit to these wings, and then we're gonna have some hot sauce in there, as well as just ask some questions, go back and forth. So without that waiting, let's go ahead and jump in with our first one here. We'll go on the easy side.
Sounds great. Yeehaw. You might not know this, Pete, but before coming out here, I used the restroom to hype myself up in the mirror like a high schooler asking his prom date out.
That's so funny. I was actually doing the same thing. All right, buddy. This is a bro moment, you know.
This is a big moment for me.
This is easy.
I'm sure it's
It
easy.
really is. You're okay. It's got a little zing.
For me, it's pretty fucking hot. I'm not gonna lie to you, Pete. Jesus.
Got a little zing there, but you're okay.
I'll be fine.
Water, we can pour half and half.
Nope.
And when you want a main line,
All right.
yeah.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah, so what I do is I don't even take the cream. I just breathe in all the, oh yeah. So I'm curious. We all have different origin stories. YouTube, Twitch. So you presumably got started on YouTube. When did you get started? How many years ago?
2006. Kind of before then. I used to kind of I used to blatantly rip and re-upload other people's content on a...
They still do that today.
Oh yeah, it's a timeless passion. I used to take popular videos from a site called That Video Site, which was softcore porn and like shock things, and I'd take that and I'd upload it onto my channel called Football Playa 420, or some numbers, I think it was 420, and I'd re-upload them there until I got banned. And then I started uploading my own content with Gears of War on then I started Gears of War after getting banned, but before then I started uploading unsigned rappers' music to my channel. So I had a legacy of stealing things before creating my own stuff. But that's how I got my start.
I could tell from an early beginning you had destiny of greatness ahead of you.
Oh yeah, that or prison for sure.
Well, I see you've at least met one of those goals.
Getting there.
Good. So, okay, you start there with YouTube. You've grown your content. And today, how would you characterize your YouTube channel?
I guess, without sounding like a pretentious artist or anything, but just like a flow of consciousness. Whatever I find fun in the moment is something I'll make. Even if it's just like a really shitty idea in general, I'll just make it. I might not post it, but I had fun making it at least. I post almost everything I make anyway, but it's just whatever I find fun at the time, which is why it's so varied in the kind of stuff I post. Sometimes it'll be a music video or like a 6-second video that's a post I came up with, something like that. It's just a big whole net of different things that I had fun making at the time.
So I have noticed that some of your videos include various rants.
Hello there. Today we'll be taking an educational look at the species known as douche tubers. The douche tubers phylum consists of members that possess no soul, no morals, and no creativity, and definitely no entertainment. I find it's therapeutic sometimes to rant about something that you may not like, or even something trivial. I just find it's both fun and makes me feel better by like putting something down like that, for sure.
Well, dude, shall we move on?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right. This is not bad.
That's what everyone said about that one, but
No, that yeah.
that one's a lot easier than the first one, for sure. Oh, that's easy. Now I've got momentum on my side.
There you go. So, okay, there you are. You've been doing YouTube, obviously, for way longer. You could teach this stuff. What would you say are some, for people out there that want to get into YouTube, what kind of advice would you give to them?
If you go into, and it's not just YouTube, but any type of like internet content creation, if you go in there with like an agenda or like a goal, like I want this many views, this many subscribers, I'm gonna get this by this, or else you're not gonna get very far. You're not gonna have fun. The main takeaway from doing internet stuff is to always make sure you're enjoying the ride, because everything else boils down to luck. You can make the best content in the world, but if the algorithm doesn't pick it up, or maybe no one's searching for the term, no one's gonna see it. So as long as you're having fun, it's rewarding in and of itself. Going in there with this set goal in mind isn't gonna get you very far. You gotta make what you like making, or it's kind of a waste. And plus the internet now, like YouTube in general, it's a lot better for people growing up. I know earlier people were talking about, following dreams and how difficult it was to be like an NFL star, a traditional sense. You don't have to be the smartest man in the world to be an astronaut or anything. You can do YouTube stuff or internet stuff. You don't even have to have talent and you can be successful, like Rice Gum or someone like that. There's plenty of people that have no talent or any creativeness to them about them, and they can still be successful. And I think that's a great thing for a lot of people.
It is a great thing for a lot of people. So what I hear you saying is they're following their passion.
Even if they suck at it, and they can
Even
still
if
do great.
they suck at it,
Yeah,
it could be popular.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Because then people love watching people do that fail.
Not to them it wouldn't be, just I mentioned Rice Gum. I have no respect for him. I don't know if you're on good terms. I'm not trying to burn bridges.
Well, Rice Gummy Bear and I've never met him.
That's great news.
Right.
So he's kind of what I'd consider a douchebag, but he has a huge audience. And his audience doesn't think he's a douchebag. They think he's a comedic, fun person. But he's not, to me. And what I'm saying is, someone like that I wouldn't think would ever be successful outside of a YouTube or something, or that ability to put that out there. I would never think someone like that would find an audience, and yet they do all the time. And I think that's a great
And
thing.
be popular.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing for people coming up that have dreams, might not have the ability to get there, but now with the low barriers of entry to something like YouTube, they can realize those dreams and
You can get
make
in with
something.
just a cell phone, can't you?
You can get real far with just a cell phone.
That's
yeah.
amazing to me.
Yeah.
And look at this.
Looks great.
Are you a Buckeye fan?
That's sports? No, not really. Yeah, not really.
I meant hunting, but okay. It's fine. You're okay.
I have no doubt.
See the way it pours right out? You're good. Go slow, dude. That's not bad, actually.
That's what they all say. It's pretty bad for me. Well, about a year ago, I wanted to prep myself to have a better spice tolerance, so I bought like a bunch of peppers at Publix, like jalapenos, poblanos, habaneros, and stuff like that, to try and like get my body adjusted to it. Like Muay Thai fighters, when they're kicking down banana trees, sawing them in half with their kicks, strengthening their bones. I tried to do that with spices, but I let go of the regimen, and now I've really fallen behind, Pete. I'm real behind, Pete. This is rough.
I hate spicy food.
I hate it. I'm embarrassed by my lack of spice tolerance. It's like a
I hate
toddler.
Yeah. Well, at least we're in the same baby pen.
Not even close. You're not even tearing up, Pete. Don't try and relate to me down here. Good Lord.
We're going to get up to ghost pepper level, and then I think we'll both be crying like babies.
That'll be fun.
So you segue into Twitch. So how would you describe your experience as a Twitch streamer? And what is your Twitch channel?
That's Moist Critical on Twitch. Twitch has been great. I really like the platform, like purely functional. God damn, Pete. I'm good. I can make it.
So how would you so what kind of streamer are you? Are you like first person shooter or
Variety. I do
just chatting?
I do a lot of just chatting.
Do you really?
That's where I do a lot of like the live PD stuff, where me and the chat will watch some live PD, kick back brewskis, make some jokes about some of the things we see. And not just live PD, a bunch of different things, obscure things, other shows, bad reality TV. But I also do like every new game that comes out. I really like playing through all the new games I love getting backseat gamed by like these 12-year-old boys that are yelling at me to play the game how they want to play it. That's always good. But new games and such that's a lot of fun. Playing through a new game, brand new, with people that haven't seen it either. Then everyone's like throwing back and forth different ideas on like where it's
How to
going.
beat it,
Yeah, if
yeah.
it's good or bad, stuff like that. I think is really cute. Absolutely.
Tomorrow is a big
Yeah.
day.
That is a big day.
Are you gonna stream it?
Oh, absolutely. I love Halo Reach.
So yeah, I should mention, because they could be watching this 6 months from now. Tomorrow is the PC release of Halo Reach, which is my personal favorite game of all time.
Really?
Are you down?
We can rumble, for sure, if you can keep up with my intensity. I'm kind of an animal. A straight up manimal, Pete.
I have a feeling you and I have a lot more in common.
It's certainly not Spice Pete. I'll tell you that. We have nothing in common on that front.
Oh, should we move on?
Yeah.
I knew you couldn't
These
wait.
bottles, I already know. This is the shit that's really spicy.
Oh.
Whenever I see these, I know it's rough. And I thought this would be easier over here, but it wasn't.
Okay, we're fine, dude.
Feeling good. I thought it was gonna be enough.
Poured right out.
I thought it would be enough.
This was like molasses. This is like water. But I'm sure it's gonna taste just like water.
I'm fine.
Okay.
That's the easiest one yet.
It really is.
Oh, there we go. Nice little respite. I'm feeling good now, Pete. That was like a palate cleanser.
Shoot.
Seems like Jesse's got you rattled, though.
Maintenance.
You wanna know a crazy thing, Pete? I don't usually get demonetized either, and I do some crazy shit.
I have noticed that on your
Yeah.
channel.
I literally use sex toys in those videos, don't get demonetized often.
Often.
Sometimes, I mean, depends on how hard I go in it. So, when I see all that demonetization stuff, I'm always super confused because it seems very sporadic what gets demonetized, but then people get demonetized, or at least they say they do, because they say things like shit or other bad words and they get demonetized, but I've never, well, that's not true. For a long time I got demonetized, but then over the last like 6 months, that's all kind of stopped. Like yesterday I was hitting my friends with fleshlights, rubber vaginas, and that didn't even get demonetized.
A what light?
Fleshlight, they're rubber vaginas.
Stop there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much the gist of it, but they
Yeah.
stretch really far. It's like Indiana Jones's lasso.
I don't want a picture of that in
and
my
that
mind.
did not even get demonetized, Pete.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. There's no copyright infringement.
But they're supposed to be, well, what they say when people talk about demonetization is they like bleep all their words because they're afraid of it or that they had it happen before. But I
But
think
you did nothing politically incorrect. You didn't mention words that shall not be mentioned.
Right, yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So I guess that's probably what it is. I think people may be a little too afraid of something like that. Someone like, because I know a couple of my friends on the platform, they've totally stopped, using their first draft where they may say things like the F word and things like that. They totally take it out just to be safe. And I think that might just be a little too extreme. I think if you're going to create content you're passionate about, it should be your vision of the
Even
content.
PewDiePie uses all sorts of spicy language.
Yeah. I imagine he probably doesn't run into it either.
And speaking of spicy,
I'm ready. This is easy now. The last two have been simple.
I like you. All right, man up, big boy.
All right. I'll put a healthy amount on there. I'm really in it to win it now, Pete. I've got confidence. You see that? This is a confident quarterback now.
En fuego. I won't tell you what that means, but something about death.
It's not bad, Pete. The chicken's worse than the sauce. Oh my God, Pete. Oh, I'll do the milk.
Take the milk.
Oh my God, Pete. What the?
Yep. Yep. That makes this so much more appetizing for me right now. Yep.
Oh my God, Pete.
But I'm stalling as long as I can.
Oh my God, Pete.
Piece of cake, dude.
Dude, it's super fucking easy, Pete. Oh my God.
I find I don't need to use my my vocal cords anyway, so it's okay.
Jesus, Pete. Oh God, Pete. Pete, I want to fire a question at you while I'm still able to. I know this may be a sore spot, but I'm going to mention Voldemort. He who wishes to not be named.
Yes.
You've been far too kind to Fiverr for what they did to you. Would you like to insult them? It's worth a try.
Nah. When somebody does you wrong, you either take one of two responses, and I've decided right from the start, move on. I'm better off without them. And
Is that ice cream?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
That is so sweet. Thank you.
it is sweet.
I thought this was the ice cream. It's a
It's a plastic top.
It's a piece of cardboard.
Yeah. Whipped cream's a close second. I'm so glad we've had this bro moment.
Oh yeah, we're bonding over this one. For
I'm
sure.
not gonna deny it.
It's a big moment for me, Pete. That's probably the hottest thing I've ever tried.
Well, I'm afraid of the next one.
I mean, I imagine they use the same ingredients.
Yes. God knows what. Poison, rat poison, scorpion poison, python poison. I mean,
All right, I'm taking it real slow.
yeah, like a dot.
I'm really easing her
Like
on
a
in
dot.
There.
There you go. Piece of cake.
Smells great, Pete. I'm ready when you are.
Come on, we got this.
I'll follow your lead this time.
You don't mind?
I won't be offended.
I don't care what Rice Gummy Bear says. You're a great guy in my book.
Pete, you're a great guy.
Okay. I'm gonna get you if this kills me.
How's it feel on the old gullet?
Okay.
Which was worse?
Oh, this one.
You're not wrong. That's easy. That's super easy. What about you? Any big 2020 plans?
Any big. For me,
Besides presidency, of course.
yes, well,
Oh my God.
everybody seems to enjoy jumping in the race. Maybe I got a shot. I don't know. But no, this year I want to continue to grow the Twitch channel. It's been so much fun to get on there, to be with other.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Pete. I'm a weak man in your dojo of masculinity. Oh my God. You really lied to me, though. You know that?
I did not.
Your
troll
Instagram
you.
message, Charlie. You're gonna look so good in comparison to me breaking down. Oh, the tables have turned. Real bad, Pete. Good Lord.
my little Padawan. Yeah, 2020. You're right. I'd like to still attend a TwitchCon, a Minecon, maybe, that sort of thing.
Usually pretty stoic. This has kind of broken me down a little bit to like my bare primordial sense to cry out for mama's teat or something. Like I'm going full infancy here. Like I'm tearing up, snot nose.
I don't
usually,
think anybody notices that. Well, you want to go for round 2?
honestly, I kind of do. I want to see you break down. I don't know what'll do it to you, but something's gotta give. Maybe like a Frankenstein's creation of every sauce on one wing or something.
Gosh, would that be god awful?
I mean, I'm up for it if you are. I can
I'd
handle
have
it.
to cast out demons for a long time, but no, thankfully we're done. Whew! What a pity.
Yeah, it's a
To
shame.
be continued is what I'm hearing.
It sounds about right. Yeah.
Well, I do want to thank you sincerely for being here, having some fun today.
Thanks for letting me come on and embarrass myself, man.
Well, it's not just anybody I'd ask to do that.
Thank you, Pete. Yeah, this
So,
is fun.
no, I mean it. Sincerely, thank you. So glad we could have some time together, meet one another. I've watched you from your channels, and I thought, wow, what a great guy.
Well, thank you, man. That's very sweet. I've thought the same about you. And now I also know that you're a strong man to be able to handle the El Fuego and such.
You know, there's always got to be an alpha in that pack.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you've definitely submitted your position on that here. No doubt. Yeah.
All right. Do you want to go ahead and share anything with your friends and fans?
Thanks for watching. I wasn't kidding. I suck at spices, yeah, for sure. But I'm getting better. I'll pick up my training again one day. Probably won't be soon. Like, I don't like doing this, but it's worth it to get stronger in the end. Like an anime character powering up to his like max level and shit like that. I'll get there soon. Iguana Man's not gonna do anything to me. I promise. Won't even make me sweat. Yeah, that's about it. It's kind of like a wrestling promo to like hot sauces out there. Let them know I'm coming for them.
Oh, I love it. Well, all right, buddy. Thanks again for
thank
everything
you.
today. You bet.
I appreciate it, man.
All right. And what was our outro?